Happy Diwali, Happy Indian New Year. Today, several festivals are being celebrated at a time. This is a Diwali observance, a few days. This is also a Govardhan Puja. Also, this is the month of Damodar, or the Damodar Vrata. All of these are very sacred occasions which can help us to advance in our Krishna consciousness, help us to achieve real happiness in life. The month of Damodar is known because Lord Damodar, or Lord Krishna, was bound by his mother by ropes around his waist when he was a small child, only 2 or 3 years old, in order to keep him from getting in trouble. It's like mothers today put their children in a playpen so that they stay within one area, otherwise they may wander in the street or anywhere. So Mother Yasoda was afraid Krishna will wander off somewhere. He was stealing butter and feeding it to the monkeys. So she tied Krishna around the waist to a stone mortar that they used for grinding pulses. There's a great history how two residents of another planet had been cursed. There's one Hare Krishna spiritual master who wanders about the universe like a transcendental spaceman, and he spreads this message of Krishna Bhakti all over the universe. So his name is Narada Muni. When Narada Muni went to the planet where the sons of Kuvera were, near Kailash, he found them to be in need of some spiritual guidance. They were misbehaving. So he cursed them to become trees in Vrindavan and stand there until Krishna came and Krishna would release them. So for a long time, these two residents of another planet had taken their birth in the land of Vrindavan, standing as twin Arjuna trees. So when Krishna was tied to that mortar, he pulled the mortar nearby the trees and he said, Devarshir me priyatamo yadimao danadatmajao tattata sadhyayishami yadgitam tanmahatmana. Although these two young men are the sons of the very rich Kuvera, and I have nothing to do with them, Devarshi Narada is my very dear and affectionate devotee. And therefore, because he wanted me to come face to face with them, I must do so for their deliverance. In other words, these two sons of a rich Kuvera from the other planets, they may be the son of a rich man, but they didn't have any scope for meeting God face to face, for meeting the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. Actually, they had been misbehaving, but somehow Narada Muni blessed them that they could come to their senses and also be able to see Krishna face to face. This shows the causeless mercy of a devotee. By his mercy, one can get Krishna. So then Krishna, he entered in between those two Arjuna trees. Balena niskarshayatan ulukhalam tat Damodarena tarasot kalitam gribandho Nishteta tu parama vikramita vepa Skandha pravala vitapau gita chanda sabdhau. By dragging behind him with great force the wooden mortar tied to his belly, the boy Krishna uprooted the two trees. By the great strength of the Supreme Person, the two trees with their trunks, leaves and branches trembled severely and fell to the ground with a great crash. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. This is the pastime of Krishna known as Damodar Lila. Therefore, another name of Krishna is Damodara, as stated in the Harivamsa. Sachatinaiva namnatu Krishno Vaidama Bandhanat Goshte Damodara iti Gopivi Parigiyate Rasya Paramoya Kakubi Spurantau Siddha Vupetya Kujayori Vajata Veda Krishnam Pranamya Sirasa Kila Lokanatam Badhanjali Virajasa Idamuchatu Sma. Thereafter, in that very place where the two Arjuna trees had fallen, two great perfect personalities who appeared like fire personified came out of the two trees. The effulgence of their beauty illuminated all directions. With bowed heads they offered obeisances to Krishna, and with hands folded they spoke the following words. Krishna Krishna Mahayogins Tvam Adya Purusha Paraha Vyakta Vyaktangidang Viswam Rupam Te Brahmanabhiyu. O Lord Krishna, your opulent mysticism is inconceivable. You are the supreme original person, the cause of all causes, immediate and remote. And you are beyond this material creation. Learned Brahmanas know, on the basis of the Vedic statement, Sarvam Kiluvidam Brahma, that you are everything, and that this cosmic manifestation, in its gross and subtle aspects, is your form. Tvam eka sarva bhutanam dehasvatmendriyeswaraha tvamevo kalo bhagavan Vishnu abdhaya. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the controller of everything. The body, life, ego, and senses of every living entity are your own self. You are the Supreme Person Vishnu, the imperishable controller. You are the time factor, immediate cause, and you are the material nature, consisting of the three modes of passion, goodness, and ignorance. You are the original cause of this material manifestation. You are the Paramatma Super Soul. Therefore you know everything within the core of the heart of every living entity. O Lord, you exist before the creation, therefore who trapped by a body of material qualities in this world can understand you. In this way they offered their prayers to Lord Krishna, who is just before them, small child, 2-3-year-old form. And they're offering their obeisances to him. Then he prayed, O Supreme Form, we are always servants of your servants, especially of Narada Muni. Now give us permission to leave for our home. It is by the grace and mercy of Narada Muni that we have been able to see you face to face. Henceforward may all our words describe your pastimes. May our ears engage in oral reception of your glories. May our hands, legs, and other senses engage in actions pleasing to you. And may our minds always think of your lotus feet. May our heads offer our obeisances to everything within this world, because all things are also your different forms. And may our eyes see the forms of Vaishnavas, who are non-different from you. So Sukadeva explained, the two young demigods thus offered prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although Sri Krishna, the Supreme Godhead, is the master of all, and was certainly Gokuleshwara, the master of Gokula, he was bound to the wooden mortar by the ropes of the gopis, and therefore smiling widely, he spoke to the sons of Kuvera as follows. Prabhupada explains that Krishna was smiling because he was thinking to himself, these two young demigods fell from the higher planetary system to this planet, and I have delivered them from the bondage of standing for a long time as trees. But as for me, I am bound by the ropes of the gopis and am subject to their chastisements. In other words, Krishna submits to being chastised and bound by the gopis because of pure love and affection, worthy of being praised by a devotee in so many ways. And Krishna is so powerful, he can release these sons of Kuvera. He can do so many wonderful things, yet he allows himself to be tied by Mother Yasoda. So this month is known as the Damodar month, where we remember how Krishna was caught by the love of his mother. Similarly, how he delivered those two sons of Kuber by his causeless mercy, even though they were only doing improper activities, but by the blessing of the Vaishnava, they could get delivered. So we also pray that by the mercy of Lord Damodar, just as the sons of Kuvera could be freed from their bondage, we can be fixed in the devotion of the Lord. Now, on this day also we are observing this Damodar month is glorified, known also as the Kartik Masha, Urja Bratam. And anyone who does some spiritual activity in this month gets 1,000 times, 100 times the benefit. So, it's a very good month to practice being a vegetarian, good month to eat Krishna Prasad and do all these festivals. I'll just give a brief description of Govardhan Puja and also a description of Diwali. Then we'll do a worship of Govardhan and Krishna.